Guam group. I think we do a tremendous job at inviting our local media to our club meetings, and we have the pleasure of having several of the publishers in our club, so that kind of helps. And so, you know,
positive censorship, really.
Yes, it's very positive. We also have the Lieutenant Governor of Guam as the honorary Rotarian as well. So we definitely have the opportunity to get the exposure through our local community, and so it helps. With social media, I think that this is an opportunity where, as perhaps our generation of Rotarians don't fully embrace social media. I probably, if I ask for a show of hands, who has a Facebook page, I don't want to embarrass anybody, but I think it'll probably just be, if not a quarter of the room or a third of the room. All right, so just a show of hands, how many have a Facebook account?
There you go.
All right. So we have maybe half of the group here. We've done this similar survey in our club, and it was probably maybe a 10th or 20% of who has Facebook accounts. And this is, you know, one aspect of getting exposure to what Rotary is doing, and more at a real-time, you know, at real time. And what we see with the Rotaractors and the Interactors in Guam is they embrace social media so tremendously to get information out and to organize. We use it today, and I guess in maybe this generation, to share photos of our family members, where Rotarians, Rotaractors and Interactors use it to organize and use it to develop projects. I was very impressed by the Rotaractors of Guam, who after the typhoon that hit the Philippines, in a matter of hours they organized a relief effort and centralized it in the Philippines, and collectively all began to raise do their fundraising projects and send the money there, and be able to unite and provide the relief to the people in the Philippines. And so just hearing about that, and it was moving at real time, and it wasn't bogged down with so much logistics of who was in charge of this and who was in charge of that, but it was a community of the social media community of Rotaractors and who were able to embrace this medium to move quickly and move for a service project. And I don't think at this point we've really embraced it for what social media can do for our clubs. Perhaps this is an area that we can also look at to provide it, to enhancing more opportunities for our clubs.
But it seems obviously that many of us are using social media privately, at least, you know, but not for Rotary. So we still have our websites and our newsletters being sent out, but that's about it. So if I now ask for a show of hands, which Rotary clubs present here have a social media activity? I don't know how many of our clubs have such a system in place, you know.